Hi, cherished ducklings. Welcome. I'm Peri Lyons. That's Peri-Lyons. Well, you'll have to spell it, but now you know how. And really looking forward to hearing from you today. It's I've been hearing from fans in between shows and met some fantastic people. I am so impressed with the quality of people who watch AIR and Moonstruck, and just really nice, very perceptive people who listen. So it's just such a joy. So thank you. And feeling very psychic today because there's a beautiful moon in New York, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous night. Before we start, a couple of you have said, how can I be more psychic? And that's a very good question. So here's my answer. You already are. And just like every person has a singing voice, and some have a better singing voice than others, but everybody can kind of learn to sing on key and sing in melody, except for my cousin Ernie. But we're not going to talk about him. Okay, so there are a couple of things that you can do that are much easier than you think to hone your psychic ability. And I'm going to give you a little list. Ready? Get a pen or a pencil or a crayon and a piece of paper. And I'm saying that because when we write something pen and paper, it makes a much deeper impression in our neurobiology, the way our brain works, than typing something on a little square electronic thing, which is rectangular. Just ignore that. Okay. The first thing, when you're doing any kind of metaphysical work, is to get quiet. So you want to find a place where you can be quiet for 5 to 10 minutes. And I don't care if that involves duct taping your children to the furniture. You did not hear that from me. You can duct tape other people's kids to the furniture, but that would involve going out and getting them. Anyway, so find a quiet place, seriously. Find a quiet place where you're not worried. And I'm going to teach you the first thing you need to do, and it's called square breathing. 4-sided breathing. And if you do this 3 times, I'm just going to demonstrate it once. What it does is it miraculously relaxes your nervous system and releases a chemical called oxytocin, which is the same chemical that you get when you're in love or think you're in love or smelling the top of a baby's head or all that good stuff. Or in my case, looking at pictures of Ryan Gosling. But so 4-sided breathing goes like this. You just breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, let it out for 4, stay out for 4. Do it one more time. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can work up to 5 or 6 or 8. I wouldn't go beyond 8. 22, not a good idea. But 4 each, very good idea. And after you've finished a couple of cycles of that breathing, I'd like you to go into yourself and just ask yourself a question and listen to the answer. I know that seems really simple, but sometimes the simple stuff works. And the one thing that I want to tell you before we take our first caller, it's a great name, Myron's a great name, Manchester. One thing I want to tell you is that our intuition evolved to keep us alive. We are the products, you and me and all of my cherished ducklings out there, we are the products of the jumpiest cavemen, right? So there are 2 cavemen. One is lying back in a stone barca lounger watching the sunset, right? And the other one is scanning the horizon nervously for saber-toothed tigers. And the one who's scanning the horizon for saber-toothed tigers lives longer than the one who is on the stone reclining chair, because the one in the stone reclining chair gets the following sentence out. Hey, look how beautiful that sunset. Gulp. He's been eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. So we are naturally jumpy, but that's a good thing. And our intuition evolved as part of our hunting, staying alive things as cavemen. So the point of this is our intuition is always on our side. Okay? People think like, oh, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to hear something terrible. I don't want to know. Oh, no. I don't want to know Peri's real weight. Sorry. But when we go inside, because if you believe in a higher power, as I do, because that higher power wants us happy, and because just as animals, we want to survive, our truth is always on our side. Sometimes it can be take a little bravery to, look at the truth. You don't even have to act on it. If you're like, this is Bob coming back. Do you really want Bob back? Let's ask ourselves that. The answer might be, I don't know. But the answer is probably going to be yes or no. And just, even if you don't agree with the answer, just sit with it. It's the first thing that comes up, because the first thing that comes up for us is usually our truth. All right. Thank you, cherished ducklings. And let's take some calls. I want to solve your problems. Hi, guys. We have Myra.
Hi.
Hey, dear. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. So tell me your birthday. Thank you for asking. Tell me your birthday.
Myra.
And the day you were born? Like March?
January 20th.
Oh, cool. We love us Aquariuses here. Good day for Aquarius. And do you have a specific question, or would you like me to do like a mystical overlook?
Not really a specific question.
There's a little bit of a love question going on there. You're just a little shy to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like to make assumptions. So he, she, it, if you're not.
Well, no, there isn't anybody special. It's just that I'm not sure if I'm ready to get into another. But I want to again.
Yeah. Nobody's ever ready for the good stuff. Were you ready? I mean, is there anybody out there ever been ready for childbirth? Like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Are you ready? Are you ready for your first kiss? Are you ready for, we're never ready for anything. So if you wait till you're ready, I'll be taking calls from you in your next incarnation. So I think that I'm going to pick a couple of cards for you here, because I've got a really good, I'm using a new deck. This is called the Tarot of Plants. I'm using it because it's really cool, and it's by, I'll tell you about it later. It'll be in my website. So this is the Summer Lily, number 5. So that says to me that there is a change coming up. 5 in most number traditions is a turning point. And sometimes it's an uncomfortable turning point, not too uncomfortable. It's like no duct tape. But 5 is when it's the moment between when we have left our old pain behind, but we haven't figured out who we are now without that pain. So 5 is like the transition. So you're in a great place right now to meet somebody who is better than you ever dreamed of. And I think that that's going to happen before, I'm going to say if it hasn't happened by January 2nd, well, it'll happen by January 5th. I'm getting like...
Oh, no kidding.
No, I think it's going to be fast. And I think it's going to be, again, I don't want to, whether man, woman, marmoset, whatever you like. But I think this person is going to, okay, if you like marmosets, that might be a different show. But I think it's going to be somebody that he's comfortable with the people you're comfortable with. And I think it's going to be... Good. Yeah, I can see this. This is a really nice, sometimes I get like little visions, but that's okay. I'm taking my medicine. Yeah.
I'm just really I still have kind of PTSD from my ex. And it's been 2 years. But,
You know what? I just had dinner with my ex-husband before this, and we had a great time. And it only took 10 years to get there. 10.5. He's a Scorpio. You might, but you know what? You can just drop.
I was a Gemini.
Oh, God. That's illegal. Kind of narcissistic. Dating Geminis is illegal. But they're pretty cool. But you're an Aquarius. That's a good match. I would actually go for a Libra Or, but doesn't have to be Libra. I also kind of like a Taurus for you, which is a little odd, but there you go.
Oh, really? My mom was a Taurus. Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah? What day? What's your mom's birthday?
My mom?
Yeah.
I'm sorry? My mom's birthday was May 13th.
Oh, cool. Mine's 16th. I think a guy in that week would be a good bet for you, but don't wait for that. Remember, you don't have to be ready.
I won't.
So, but I think it's good. What I get is like January, you're hanging out with friends. There's somebody there who maybe they brought over. He's a friend of a friend, but this feels like a friend of a friend situation. And you're definitely, woo, I just froze there. I really think that that's going to work out for you. And I'm not just saying that. I don't say stuff. But also, I would like you, I'm going to give you an assignment. I want you to look in the mirror for 30 seconds, which is hard in the morning. Hard for me in the morning. I usually go like this. And I want you to look in your own eyes and say, I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am confident. And everyone loves me. It's really uncomfortable the first time, and then it gets really fun. And then it starts working. Yeah. If you can do that every day for 30 seconds in the morning for a whole month, I'm promising your life will change. Not that it isn't
that's what I've been working on for the last 2 years since I left him. You know. That's
great.
And I said, I'm not going back this time.
he's you might as well think about like dryer lint as think about him. They're both equally. I mean, dryer lint maybe has a little more substance to recommend it than him. But you know what? He's not part of your life. Just drop it. Drop it. You don't have to. You don't have to chew on it. You can just go boom. I'm going to let gravity take care of this sucker. Just drop it.
Yeah.
Right. I just dropped something. So he's gone. He's not in your aura. And the reason that I picked up that that's something you've been doing is because I'm Peri Lyons, celebrity New York City psychic. Anyway, let me know what happens. In the next week, I'm going to be posting stuff on my website for you to download for free. And one of them is like it's something you can look at while meditating for love. It's a new love artwork. And I think you'll like it. And it's Myra, right?
Yes,
M-Y-R.
Yeah, M-Y-R-A. And you're Terry?
P-E-R-I, like periwinkle.
Peri. Okay, Peri.
It means fallen angel. I don't think my parents were as optimistic as they could have been.
Fallen angel.
It means angel. It means angel on earth. But maybe they were too optimistic. But really nice meeting you. And stay in touch, okay? I want to know what happened. All right, gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Now a cherished duckling. Who's next? Who have we got? Come here, baby. Call in. This is me making call-in noises. Oh, I think there's a little glitch in our line. So if you're not getting through, try again. Oh, we are getting through. Hi, Brandy. Brandy, I'm not going to sing the song, but I know you're a fine girl. How are you? Brandy?
I'm sorry?
You there?
Yes.
Hi, Brandy. Can I sing your song?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good call.
Yeah. Hate that song.
I know.
I was named after with that song.
I love that song. That's going to be in my head the rest of the night. I'll be thinking of you. So, hi, darling. When's your birthday?
May 21st, 73.
Oh, May 21st?
I'm sorry?
May 21st, you said?
Yes.
Cool. Wow. Cool day. Like, is she a Cancer? Is she a Taurus? I mean, is she a Gemini? Is she a Taurus? I think you have a little of both. Well, next week we're having world famous astrologer Elizabeth Grace on, so she can tell you right off. You feel Taurus and Gemini to me because there's a little sparkle there. Whoops. There's some sparkle there, but there's also nice groundedness. So would you like me to tell you a little about an overview, or did you have a specific question, or would you like to give me a compliment? Give you one?
Do both, I guess. I don't know.
Oversight? Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. You've had some, I mean, they're not bad changes, but you've had some real changes. Boom, boom, boom. Between like early March and now. it's really interesting. You've changed a lot. I don't want to say for the better, but I'm going to say for the better because that makes it sound like you were worse before and you weren't. You were fine before, but you're better now. Okay. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself. Hold on a second. You're a little shy. That's very sweet. I like that. That's funny. In the relationship thing, somebody you don't think of in a romantic context as kind of a crush on you, in a nice way, not like a stalker, creepy way. That's nice. Is this somebody you work with? Are you aware of this?
Nope.
Huh.
I have no idea who it could be.
Well, it's somebody you see fairly often, but you don't think it's like, oh, that's Bob, the guy I buy ice cream from, or whatever. But somebody has a crush on you. I don't get to see that very often. That's nice. I want that. Okay, I'm a little stuck in your relationship energy. I'm going to ask you, and I never do this, tell me a little about your current relationship energy, because you're either not in one or you're in something that you've been in so long that it's not registering. So talk to me.
As far as like a romantic type relationship I'm not in any.
Okay, that's what I was getting.
Really.
I'm gonna give you some advice. Is that okay? You are my cherished duckling, so I will only say good things for you. After November 5th, I would like you to make some sort of change in your appearance. I will ask you, and it's after November 5th, I would like you to either change your hair color or try on a pair of false eyelashes, or I want you to do something that makes you remember that you are really an attractive person. I want you to feel like, I want you to get your juice back because you've got a big personality. And right now it's a little dimmed. It's like somebody sort of was a little threatened by you and asked you to turn down the juice on yourself a bit. So I want you to take a couple of risks. And it's not for anybody else. It's just for yourself. Like, go blonde. Go red. Shave Hello Sailor in the side of your... No, don't do that. It doesn't work, trust me. But because around the holiday season, and I'm not talking about losing weight because I can't afford that. I'm not talking about anything like that because the people who love us, we're beautiful no matter what size we are and what age we are. We're women. We're the reason people make paintings. We are the reason people write love songs. You're a woman. You have a superpower. So don't worry about like, oh, she's saying I've got to do this or that. No, don't get plastic surgery unless you want it. Don't lose weight unless you want to. But do something that makes, on your outside, that makes you feel like, can you think about doing that? Will you let me know? Because what's going to happen is there's a little switch that has to be tweaked on you. I want you to get your juice back. You know what? It doesn't even have to be in the outside. Go buy really pretty underwear. I know that seems a little personal, but still. Because you're coming into a time next year around May, there's a lot of really good changes. And I want you had a lot of changes last year. They were kind of getting you ready for this. But you're going to be really stepping into your true self in a lot of ways. And, start getting ready. Start getting your confidence up. And I know it seems shallow to say like, oh, change your hair color. But what I'm saying is I want you to be more visible in the world because Toots, we need you. and right?
Yeah.
You have a specific question? What?
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'll get back in frame here. Do you have a son? Do you mind me asking that? Who's the young male energy around you?
Just my best friend, I guess, would be the only thing, but he's married with 2 kids. I live in an RV on the property of a house that they rent. Unless you talk about my 2 cats, which I consider to be my boys.
I don't think it's the cat. Okay. No, there's There's a little boy around you who's got really nice energy and he looks up to you. And I don't know, we just thought I'd throw that in. But you're going to start noticing this change around December 12th. You're going to start noticing that you're like a little more crafty, a little more creative too. You're going to be like, oh, I'm going to put Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever stuff around and wow, this looks pretty. I feel good. So the theme for November and December for you is outside in. When you do the outside, the inside sometimes is like, oh, I'm going to catch up to that. So make your home, even if it's just buying really pretty flowers, start making your home pretty. Do something, take a little risk with your personal appearance that does you justice because you're not recognizing how lovely you are. And I want you to start getting used to getting noticed because next year, that's really going to pay off for you.
Okay.
Any questions?
Do you know if I'm going to be moving anytime in the next 4 months? Like maybe
if you're going to be what?
Into an apartment or house.
If you're going to what?
If I'm going to, I'm just wondering if maybe in the next 4 months if I'm going to be moving out of my RV into maybe an apartment or a house.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I'm going to say by February 1st, but I'm going to say January 15th. And this is another thing. It's like friends of a friend day for some reason, but this is something that I would tell people you're looking for an apartment because, you do a lot for people and sometimes you don't make it easy for people to give stuff back to you. And there are a lot of people who want to help you out. It's typical Aquarius. Typical. But I think where you are now, like 7 miles to the north, there's like a little complex and it's cute. There's cute places. I think it's nicer than you're expecting. And I also think it's cheaper than you're expecting, which is great. And if you want a roommate, I can be there in 20 minutes. But yeah.
Okay.
It's not very far off. It's like 15 miles at the most, probably 7. It's a nice little, almost like a little apartment community. It's like shaped like this. And you'll know it when you see it because when you walk in, you'll be like, oh, I like this. And the light is really good there. So, and you're a little light sensitive. You're cool. Let me know what happens. Okay?
All right. Well, thanks so much, ma'am.
All right. Take care, my cherished duckling. So let's see. So tonight we're coming from New York's the Greenwich Village is the Flatiron District. We're at the Center for Remembering and Sharing, which is where my office is, in New York City, CRS. And it's a great place. So if you're ever in New York City and you're planning a trip here and you'd like to have an in-person consult, I will give you a discount if you mention the show, if you say AIR or Moonstruck, because this is the best network with the best psychics and then really the nicest people. And you are my cherished ducklings. So, cherished ducklings, I am Peri Lyons. P is in pneumonia, ERILYONS. And if you go to my website, which is right there, it's a little long. We'll make it easier, but there's a backlog of shows for questions. You can write in questions. Next week, we have an astrologer, Elizabeth Grace from Grace Astrology, will be coming in and helping me out. And just have a better life this week than you thought possible. Just make that intention, okay? And I'm Peri Lyons. You're my cherished duckling, AIR Network. Love yourself.